All right. Um, Sorry about the slight delay in getting started here. I was a bit distracted. Was just posting on Twitter that hey, I'm going live, and saw that one of my favorite players from Survivor is having a hard day. So I just took the time to send him a tweet and tell him that you know we're here for you. Like, and sometimes, especially with the era of COVID here, like sometimes we just need to be there for each other. So, if you ever see someone who's hurting, or if you just give a hug, whether it be virtual or physical, just let people know that you care about them. But that aside, happy Friday, everyone! Excited for the weekend? Got any fun plans going on? I hope everyone's looking forward to some shenanigans. I've got West of Loathing up here. We started playing that just a little bit last week. And I've been kind of looking forward to this. I'm not sure what kind of level of shenanigans we're going to get into. But I'm hoping it's a lot of them. Now, I do apologize. I have not eaten yet today, so I do have some peanut butter and crackers that I'm going to be snacking on throughout the stream. And eventually I will, I have a glass of milk that I'll need to finish, so I'll be doing some light snacking in the meantime, and as soon as I get my shit together and figure out where my controller's at, found it, we're gonna get started here. Also kind of stalling just to let people get some, have some time to get in. Hello, Akka, how are you doing? So, if I remember correctly, we had just done like all of the side quests. Or rather, all the quests that we had. Ooh. You're making me really want Doritos, Akka. I need to do Nurse and Bar Woman still. Let me see if I can get in both ways. Ooh. Yes. Let's take a look at Nurse Woman and see what she's had to say. Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck occasionally. I think I already said this. I think we've already talked about this. So, I can't... Let's take a look at the map. We went to all these places already. We did all the things. So let's go and see if she's still pissed off with me. The woman glares at you. Are you Susie Cochran? Ah, how did you know my last name? Saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. Cows, right? I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. Well, what happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me in the place where she passed. Go on. Well, I guess passing herd sniffed out what used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked a couple days ago. Happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes just like that. There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because the fire. I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I just... She drains her glass. I ain't want to talk about it no more. Sorry. She refills her mug from a bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here, no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Wow, those are some options. Yeah, I'll go get it, or why don't you go get it yourself? One way seems a little more empathetic than others, don't you think? Susie shows where her ranch is. Alright. So let's go to the Cochran Ranch. Established 1891. All the water in this trough has boiled away. Oh, this is... There ain't shit. Someone's behind this door is making some pretty awful noise. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Varmint skin and knife. Cool. Those pies were not safe. Oh, what the fuck is that? This thing looks angry. You're not gonna make it to that safe without dealing with it. Alright. So, we'll get beefy! Bonk. Not that it really matters. A pyrobove is defeated. Alright. It's the Cochran family's gun safe. We got Susie's rifle. I can't do anything with the outhouse. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, let's head back. What the fuck's this? Looks like a bowling ball. You found my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spills over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Shit Creek. God damn it, Ack. Well, thanks, Shit Creek. I can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along while you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Well, actually. So now we gotta figure out, again, what's wrong, or... Very confused. I thought I had talked to her already, and now she's got different dialogue, and now I feel like I missed something. I want the shifty, dark-looking one. Oh, we can name the... Alright, who wants to name the horse? I mean, I have names, but all my names are kind of dorky. What's the opposite of a horse? I mean, Are you sure you want to name your horse Platypussy? Yeah. Platypussy the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. You got an item, southeast-west map. Oh my gosh, that horse's eyes are like... Woohoo! Soap. That was not what I wanted to do. Wait, hold on. Let's go back to the town. Okay, so basically if I want to move plot along, or the game along, I do that and then I can't come back. So okay, keep saying alright, I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like I've done everything I can here. I don't think there's anything left. So I'm just gonna go for it. Unless I get like someone in chat saying, no, don't do it! Because I feel like I've crossed my T's, I've dotted my I's. I've been everywhere. I retrieved the gun. The nurse and the bar girl both want to have sex with me. Oh. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got here will remain forever unfinished. Are you sure you want to leave? Alright then, you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Someone to share the trail with, someone you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who do you want to take with you? That's a good question, actually. I'm not quite sure who I want to take with me. I mean, the doc is probably needs to get out and not be in a house drinking with TNT. But then again, I feel like Susie needs a change of pace too. Let's take Susie. You can consult. You pop back to the saloon and collect Susie. You can consult the southeast-west map and the hostler gave you. It only lists two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Dear Lord, these directions are just dicking with my brain. Day 1. The first day of the rest of your life. Howdy, Susie. I'd like to check up on some of the ranches in these parts, see how bad the cows are getting. Alright, do you know some? Not in great detail, but I know roughly where a few are, or at least were. Guess we'll just have to see. There ain't one far from here. Susie says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. Aw. This is a spittoon, which is sort of a brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? Nope, that's bad. Because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit. The toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple is flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Glorp. Feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you'll still be able to have any, and you hate them. Hooray! Oh, okay. This table's full. Alright, let's play some poker. Alright, you sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Lou, and the player to your left says his name is Ben. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Alright. You ante up. Lou and Ben toss in 20 meat each. The dealer gives the deck shuffle, then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's totally a garbage hand, a 5 of hearts. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate the chance of winning at 10%. I don't know what any of this stuff does. So I raised. Lose size and raises. It's the second round of betting. The pot is now 120 meat, and you estimate your chance of winning at 15%. Well, what happens if I glamorously strategize? You wink at Ben, and he gets all flustered. Okay. It's the last time of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat. You estimate your chance at winning at 35%. I'm going to grit my teeth and raise. What's a Kentucky straight? Alright, let's do that again. That was kind of fun. So... Four sixes of hearts and a pair of fours of clubs. Hey, I won some meat. I don't know if I'm winning, but this is fun. You grunt and strain and tear one of your cards in half. Now you have 2 of that card. Oh gosh, this is just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just pressing buttons here. A reverse full house. Oh my goodness. So I revealed a South Carolina straight, Lou has a Kentucky flush, and Ben has a Mexican flush. Apparently a South Carolina straight wins. What's a South Carolina straight? I don't know. That's what I'm getting. It's basically nonsense, but you know what? I think The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't react to you at all. The piano player is not very good at his job. Okay. Man points to the sign on the counter. Slop, 5 meat. Alright, I'll buy some slop. The Jewel Saloon, the kitchen. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. It's just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you could do for me. I'm out of a saltpeter and need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter, isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, where can I go find it? The best bet's at a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Chef marks the fort on your map. Cool. I'll be right back. The shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. Atop this pot belly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. A pot stove top slop pot. This lady's too busy washing dishes to pay any attention to you. Well, fuck you too then, lady. This is where, this is where he parks his beer. There's a sign that says, see bartender for darts. A cowbell, hit it. Wait. Anyone? Mississippi Queen? Do you know what I mean? This gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. Oh, she doesn't want to talk. Well, howdy there! Hey, always nice to see a few new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Shit Creek. Glad to know you, Shit Creek. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house, and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost?
Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance, right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it, gratis. Howdy, Shit Creek. Anything I can get for you?
Do you need help with anything?
Well, if you're handy with the mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. Our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little, off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. I'd have poked around it in myself, but I lost the key.
This is suddenly taking a strange turn. Who's that old man by the piano?
Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird, his stories. Fantastical-like.
Stupid stuff for kids, probably.
Well, it didn't matter much now anyway. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in the mind.
He what now?
You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely. Come to that, he just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down. As long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest.
Poor fella. Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard said to see you for darts.
Oh, sorry, all the darts got broken months ago.
Well, that's disappointing. Alright, see you later, Lloyd. The piano player is not very good at his job. Try to fix him. You lift up the piano player... Oh, God. You lift up... Hey, Topaz. Just in time to watch me just fucking stumble over words. Dear Lord. Here, why don't we get some more peanut butter? Maybe that'll make me feel better, right? Also, hello, Bit. How you guys doing? All right. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. Hey. I said hello, did I not? I'm going to pick the lock. You pick the lock, you open the hatch, and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong, given all the plinking and springing and clicking noises coming out of the gears and stuff. It looks pretty complicated. Alright, let's come back to this later. Actually, let's take a look and see if I can't stat up. Probably not. Oh, I need more attack power. Alright. It's your partner. Hey, Susie, what do you think of the place?
It's alright. Town's a bit busy for my taste, but it makes a change from being on the road.
Gotta wash the dust off once in a while, right?
Yep. Then we can go back out and collect some fresh new dust.
Yeah. This is Susie's bed. You look at yourself in the mirror and insult yourself. You call yourself a blue-faced vulture-plucking jerk. You gain an effect, angry. You better not insult yourself anymore. You'd get angry or you're liable to pass out. There's a postcard on the table. Neat. It's your bed, sleep. You go to sleep. You dream that you're singing old songs about death while fleeing from your father, and then you fall into a bottomless void. You wake up screaming. You wake up refreshed and restored and hungry and sober. You get angry when you get beaten in battle. Oh, it gives you stat boost. Out of the way, buddy. I can't read what you're saying. You're moving too fast.
Howdy! Nice day.
It's a little selling flowers. All right. You got some sweet smelling flowers. Dirtwater Post Office sponsored by... Oh, I didn't need to read that. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. Hey, Shit Creek. Oh, sorry, that's me. Hi, I'm Shit Creek McGee. Any mail for me?
Nope.
Darn. Well, who would I even send a postcard to at this point? The clerk clears his throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here?
No, we don't currently have a sheriff.
I mean... I could be sheriff. Maybe?
Do you have any law enforcement experience?
Not really.
Have you been to sheriff school?
No.
Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all the local ordinances? Do you even live here?
No.
Then what, may I ask, in tarnation, makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff?
I just assumed.
You just assumed that you can mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day.
I went to bed. It's day 2.
If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking that they're the most important tenderfoot to every strap-on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job.
Sorry.
It's okay, like I said. Happens all the time.
Well, do you need any help until you find a new sheriff?
Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there, cells are over yonder.
She points behind her and off to the right, respectively. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. The poster reads, Wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang, for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Cool. It's a wanted poster. Or a wanted poster. Oh, it's all caps instead. I get it. If accuracy is important. It says wanted. The House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage, non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the house in the desert. 500 meat reward. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least the location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Sure. Alright. No, my mysticality is 2. Oh, wow. That's a lot of real estate. So... I think I skipped the mercantile.
Hello there.
Oh, so now I can vendor trash. Alright. Um... Nope, I keep doing this wrong, right? Here we go. God dang it. Alright. I already equipped the filthy porcelain cow. Oh, that's better. If you are a fancier shirt, you might have some use for these. Unrefined meat nugget. Shovel, broken board. I don't think I've got anything I can equip, really. What do you got for sale? Yeah, I think I'm going to take cow punching. I'm just looking at what else is here. Okay. There's a really interesting article about punching people so hard that they stop moving. Gives Haymaker, a combat skill that deals damage and briefly stuns an enemy. Ooh. Then there's an essay about how to do a particular kind of sit-ups that make your abs really thick. Gives Brawny a perk which increases your maximum HP. Nice. There's a chapter about rubbing your skin with sandpaper in order to thicken it. Gives thick skin, a skill that increases your armor, protecting against melee attacks. Ooh, can I only learn one of these? Is that how this is going to work? Is there multiple copies of each book? Because if I'm looking at this, I'm going to go with thick skin, I think. Because damage reduction is normally better than more hit points. You pull the conveniently included sheet of sandpaper out of the book and rub your skin with it until it's nice and thick. Then you try to put the sandpaper back in the book and end up ruining the whole thing. Must have been 80 crit. Oh, she is pissed. Lot available, lot available, lot available. Not a lot available at this past this point. Got it. Horse smells weird. I wonder if those are other buildings that we can get eventually. Just by the spacing and everything. Like, alright. Let's go. These are all new. But I believe, let's go to the desert house first. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky's my middle name. Wait, really? Yeah, Sneaky's my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Ow. From the sound of it, you say this doghouse contains an angry dog. You're not gonna be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Yeah, sure, why not? Whoa, they're quick. Hilarious. Ah, there we go. Art House, Coffee House, and Rufus Rough House. Oh, you're all a bunch of trifling bitches. I think should be able to make it. Although I probably would like to point out that had I not taken the damage reduction, I would have died. $33 experience. Hell yeah. Alright, let's spend some of this experience. Oh, that explains why the discount, the sale prices were all multiples of 9. Got a 10% discount at stores. Ooh, yes please. I will take more armor. I'm assuming it's just straight up damage minus armor equals, or attack minus damage equals armor. What? You know the math I'm trying to do. It's just straight up subtraction. The dog has wandered off in search of some better masters. Oh, I wanted the doggo. Fort Cowardice. Let's head there next. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on the section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and ends even less than somewhere particular. Let's check it out. It's mostly full of plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left it without searching it thoroughly, you just end up driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something valuable. And so you spend a good half an hour inspecting rocks and eventually find one that might be worth something. You got an item, an unrefined meat nugget. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make a cannonade. You climb up to the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. Let's see what we got. We've got a bunch of tents. The sign has the goblin word for toilet on it. It's an unusually sized cannonball. You got a demi-culverin cannonball. Ah, yikes, this mishap definitely got someone fired. Ba-dum-tsh. This kind of soaked with blood. Ew. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across the surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to Fort Cowardice's nurse. I was like, as I look at the papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records, dental daguerreotypes, lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, what's this? This looks like it might be important. You got marching orders. You got an Army field trauma kit, 2 of them, and a military-grade whiskey. Ooh, I need to learn how to safe crack. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside the tent. Oh, that is not what I expected the goblins to look like. Jeez, Susie. Wow, way to just eat it. That might not have been the right idea. No, I should have attacked him first. Damn it. Yep, I completely mishandled this fight. Ooh, Susie. An unlocked footlocker. I guess that makes it just a footer? You got an incendiary bullet and a full canteen. The lock on this footlocker has rusted away to almost nothing. I'll kick it open. Night. Black. Ooh, it's a spice rack. A shaker of saltpeter. Ooh, got some whiskey, got a hardtack. Oh, wait. I need lockpicking. I need to learn how to lockpick. That seems to be a theme here.
Alright, let's go back to Dirtwater. You find a wrecked bank stagecoach with a strong box in the back. It's too heavy to carry but too locked to open. Ah. Wait, no. I wanted to be in the saloon. Nope, that's the poker room. Have you got that saltpeter yet? Yep, got it right here. That's the stuff, thanks. Okay, the next thing I need is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called a murder pepper. Because it's really spicy? Because it literally has a knife and kills people. Who has dumb questions? They grow in the area outside of town. You should be able to find one if you just wander around a little. Alright. What was the other thing I did? Oh, God damn it. Wrong door. There we go. Jail?
Howdy. Howdy, what did you need? Well, this is certainly a big bag of severed ears and teeth and such. What gang was this?
The House in the Desert gang.
I'll take your word for it. Good job.
Alright. Can we level up? Oh shit, I got some experience to spend! Oh yeah, my mysticality is 9 at the moment, so let's just go do the thing of Duber. So many good options, I don't even know what to pick. Oh, I have 2 experience. Well, I spent it all on gambling. Which, bit, if you don't know by now, when it comes to gambling, I get sucked into that shit pretty easily. You open the hatch and check out the machine. Let's see. I see what's wrong. You recalibrate some springs and rearrange some gears, and the machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. I actually have played gacha games before, and they got me every time.
Howdy, Shit Creek. Anything I can get for you?
Hey, Lloyd. I fixed the piano player for you.
I thought so. Sounds so much better. Thanks a heap, Shit Creek. I'd offer you a free room for exchange, but you already got one.
More stats. Actually, I'm considering playing poker right now. Because I am all riled up. And I lost. I don't even know if I'm winning. I'm just pressing buttons at this point. I think I won. Alright, so... Because I think I had 800 when I went in, and I walked out with 1,400. Also, I think Topaz can vouch for me that, generally speaking, when it comes to anything that involves luck, I tend to be on the positive side of that. I think Topaz will vouch for me on that one. Alright, let's go... Where should we go next? Let's go to Cavern Canyon. Off to one side of the trail, you see a covered wagon and a small family of settlers who look upset. You folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down on us. That's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here. Or snakes. Or coyotes. Or ghosts. Or dysentery. Or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you can do to help us? Let's see if Susie can fix the wagon. Susie, you know about wagons and stuff. Think you can fix this? I reckon. Susie crawls on the wagon, pokes around for a moment, then reappears and chucks a dead rat over her shoulders. Rat in your carburetor. She'll be fine now. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that got me. I don't know why, but it did. Hey, Gabby. Oh, nope, I don't want to deal with them just yet. This cave door has been boarded up. Wait. Danger spider. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, "Please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even science. You can hardly be expected to take it seriously. The tunnel behind this goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider." I'm not too bad. How you doing? You see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. I really don't like the way this is leaning toward, That's alright. You're still here. Hey, the more the merrier. Well, I get the feeling... Oh. This crate has wet peens scrawled on it in black paint. You dig through the crate, it's mostly full of packing straw, but you find a pretty fancy knife at the bottom. You hear a sudden chittering coming from the big hole behind you. I think I was only supposed to be able to get one of those crates. And you hear a horrible skittering noise followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering than silence. This gang has been prepped for spider consumption. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse except for one, which Susie carries on her shoulder, and head back to the Dirtwater jail.
Is that the stripy hat gang? What happened to him?
They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice.
Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. Sorry, puberty, voice cracking, and such.
This empty cell's all ghostly. The poster reads, "Wanted, the Potemkin Gang, for unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater." This poster shows the location of the suspicious city the gang is hiding out in. Want to go check it out? Sure. Wanted, the Black Hat Bandits, for horse theft and the selling of counterfeit glue. Last seen headed north toward the old millenary. No good can come of criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Would you like to go investigate? I'll tell you guys what. If we get enough followers and this channel takes off, you know what? I'll actually stream on cam. I'd do that. But we gotta get more followers first. That's the carrot. You mark the location of the millenary on your map and spend some time saying millenary over and over. Millenary. Millenary. I mean, in the words of Cyril Figgis, eine großen carrots, ja. I thought about a VTuber for like 5 seconds, and then I was like, nah, I'd rather just be me. This guy looks like he's in a lot of pain. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg's broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult in this day and age. I'm gonna need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you give me some broken leg pills? Sometimes I wonder if I can actually handle this game, because I'm just like... Oh yeah, I was planning on going back to the cavern. At the side of the trail, you see a small hell cow. A hell calf, really. It snorts a patch of brush, lighting it on fire, then starts grazing. Alright, kill it. Jeez, calm down, Susie. It's only a little one. Kill it before it gets bigger. Alright. Let's get beefy! One shot that motherfucker! Hell yeah. Oh, I got roasted cow tongue. You skin the cow with your trusty knife and get an extra item. Extra thick leather. So that's where we've been already. on this shelf looks good. The poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach.
Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me?
Sure.
Oh, thank goodness.
He thrusts his hands into yours and shakes vigorously.
I'm Doug.
Shit Creek, how do you do? Doug?
Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left.
How's that the worst part?
The chain is only 4 feet long.
Ooh, that's rough.
I know, right? I was fresh out of culinary school with a million meat ideas in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again.
What million meat idea?
You promise not to steal my idea? Right?
Yeah, I promise.
Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich, maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy.
Yes. There we go. See? Just sound out the words. That's all you have to do, kids. Just sound out the words. It doesn't have to make sense all at once.
Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage, but it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore.
Okay.
And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part is, the name. You ready to hear the name? Anyone have any guesses what he's describing?
Because to me it sounds like a hot dog. So, my guess is going to probably call it something stupid like a cold cat. Or he might just call it a hot dog and be like, yeah, it's already been a thing. Oh. That one hurt.
I call it the hot Doug. What do you think?
How about the hot shit creek instead?
That would be ridiculous. Hot shit creek? What does that even mean? Ridiculous.
Hey, there's no need to be mean about it. He sighs.
Not that even any of this matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around this empty cave, making hot Dougs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them.
Could set up shop in Dirtwater.
Brilliant! You're a genius, Shit Creek. Hot Dougs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage meat?
Oh. Oh. No. No, thank you. That is no bueno. Oh, I do not like the idea of mint on a hot dog. I mean, I might as well have. That was... Nope. All of the no. You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. Looks like this place needs a new bartender. What's this? Oh, got a jaw harp. Well, at least I called it that. All those signs for "There's nothing here" was for new shops. All right, we're gonna go back to Stern's Ranch. You spot a cemetery on this horizon. The lettering over the gate says the Dave Yard, which seems oddly specific.
Hey there, Susie.
There's another ranch out of the way. Butterfield Ranch. Dairy farm mainly.
Alright, we can check it out. Alright, so I got a couple side quests I got still. Wait, was I just out of lockpicks? Is that the problem? Ooh, more food. Soda crackers and cat's eye candy. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Nope, I need to know how to lockpick. The toy box contains a single object, a creepy burnt porcelain doll. It's the work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. You pull a string, the doll's eyes roll back into its head and its mouth begins to move.
Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name?
I'm Shit Creek.
Hi, Shit Creek. You're nice. Do you want to play with me?
Sure, let's play.
Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it?
Sure.
Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job.
The doll's eyes roll back forward.
Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room?
No, what is it?
The magic word is peanut butter.
The doll goes silent. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet. All the books on the shelf are burned, but you notice something strange about the back of the shelf. Your deft fingers find a hidden catch, and the back panel of the shelf slides away to reveal a secret compartment. You got Mary Stern's diary. The first page says, in a little girl's handwriting,
This is the diary of Mary Stearns. The I and dairy
are crossed out, and IA is written above them. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing getting shakier.
Found a doll in the cactus out back and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe that she talks and says I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, but Papa says we'll be okay 'cause we're never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad when they said they couldn't find Effie. Papa says she's been gone so long, and they should put up a cross up, but Mama won't let him cross. She thinks she'll come back. Papa said she won't only 11 how far she could have gone. And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I tried to tell him and Effie I can help him keep the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing tea party ever again, but she says I gotta, and if I don't, the cows will eat all three of us. She says either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. And that's the last entry. Ooh, got some beans. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Altar room. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood.
So my options are I can take the goblet, I can destroy the goblet, or I can leave it alone. I'll leave it alone for now. Just want to kind of... I kind of want to take the goblet, but at the same time I feel like destroying the goblet might be better. It's a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. Well, let's consider what is the altar possibly for? The altar's probably, it's either for or against the cows. It's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. What would you do? What does the chat think I should do? Should I take the goblet, or should I destroy the goblet, or does it not matter? I think... yeah, I'm thinking destroy the goblet. It's gonna be the way I'm gonna go here. You don't know what this is, but you know it's abominable. You grab the goblet and smash it against the altar. Everywhere the blood lands, cracks appear. The altar groans as it crumbles into ruin. You gain 50 experience. Oh, that works for me. Oh, hey, that means I can level up some more shit. Ooh, I have a lot of stuff. You notice trails of burnt vegetation off the side of the trail, which can only mean one thing. A hell calf is grazing nearby. Bonk. Put that abominable calf out of your misery. You got cow's blood. You skinned the cow with your trusty knife and got extra thick leather. Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Cow hate flashes in her eye. Her resolve intensifies. Susie has become stronger. What else is here, Topaz? Like, I think I've been everywhere, and the things I can't get to are all locked. Oh, right. Grace's eyes glow red. She must know what she did. You'll have to regret this, Her mouth snaps shut and her eyelids close. Okay, so apparently that wasn't the correct answer. Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than the average outhouse contents. The outhouse is now safe as houses. Outhouses. By the soft light of the fading embers, you can see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand as you fish out your prize with the other. You got toilet pistol. Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Hooray! Ooh, applies poison damage. You got smoking chrysanthemum. Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some vermin or another. You've got a charred locket. Nice. The lock on this locket reminds you why they call it a locket. You got an item, picture of Mary Stearns. It's a photograph of a serious-looking little girl. On the back is written Mary Stearns, Thanksgiving 1894. As you approach the grave marker, the hair on the back of your neck stands up as a voice whispers in your ear. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give what to you? The air grows colder. The picture. The picture of me. I can see it. You have it. You shouldn't look at it. Nobody should look at it. I guess you must be Mary. Why don't you want anyone to look at it? The whispering gets quieter. Anger seeps in around the edges of the voice. Because they'll know. Give it to me. Okay, here's the picture. You hold the photograph out towards the grave marker and it disintegrates in your hand. Thank you. The air returns to normal. You hope Mary finds some peace now. You gain an item. Lock. You got an item. Depressed Rancher Candy. Oh. Instead of Jolly Rancher, it's a Depressed Rancher. Alright, let's wander a bit. You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and broken pairs of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. You pore over the detritus and manage to find exactly one book that is both undestroyed and remotely interesting you. You got an advanced Cowpuncheon volume 211. Alright, let's head back to Dirtwater. You catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace it to its source. A vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that fella at the jewel was looking for. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it in your rucksack before it could do any more damage. You got an item. Southeast western murder pepper. I want to read. So, this one, there's a chapter written by a guy who survived 17 different near-fatal gorings. He's really learned a lot about getting gored. So it gives me gore, skill that lets you attack an entire row of enemies. There's a chapter about situational awareness, and it's important when trying to survive in a world full of demon cows, which gives me Ever Vigilant, a perk that increases my maximum AP by 2. And then, again, Haymaker. Ooh, that's a tough one. But I'm gonna go with Ever Vigilant, because more AP is good. You study the situal awareness techniques until you read them with the eyes in the back of your head. Then you shoot into the book into pieces because you don't trust it or anything else anymore. That book had it coming. Like that. Oh, I didn't get your medical supplies. Sorry, bud. You just have to lie there a little longer. Pepper. Who wanted the pepper? The chef. The chef was in the saloon. Kitchen saloon. Did you find me a murder pepper?
Yep, here it is. It's a nice big one. That'll last me a good while cooking.
Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new sauté knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to my post office box. Alright. Should have been just called Errand Boy. So, post office. You find P.O. Box 441. The one that belongs to Chef at the Jewel. You open the box, and torn up junk mail falls out to reveal a knife just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. You got a sauté knife.
Have you got my knife?
Yep, here you go. Excellent. This will work a lot faster than that hammer I was using. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and he died and took the secret to his grave. Literally. I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead, won't mind. Alright. What else did I finish? Thought I got something else done. Susie! Got a jingle jangle problem on my hand. Okay, so I need the medicine, the Potemkin gang, the military bandits. I need to head to Dave Yard. Alright. Alright. To the Dave Yard! Here lies Dave B. 1834 to 1884. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. You dig up the grave just to check the veracity of the epitaph. Sure enough, boots but no pants. You got brown boots. Ooh, that gave me 1 AP. Ooh, I have 4 AP now. Whoa. These remains look pretty restless. Let's put them down for good. Oh, bitch. Well, I'm gonna hurt you now, so smack. You made the restless remains more restful. You got a gold tooth. Here lies Dave C. Went down in a theater. The tree has dozens of messages carved into the bark, each reading Dave was here. Here lies Dave J. 1826 to 1884. Rop, pop, pop, pow. Dig up his grave. You dig it up and pry it open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? Strange. You reach in the garbage bag and are surprised to find that it's full of pudding. No, it's not just pudding. It's pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off. Then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. You got Dave's secret sauce recipe. Bonk. Here lies Dave L. Died of a heart attack. See you in negative 36 years. Looks like the gravedigger left his lunchbox here. Ooh boy, free lunch. You got Vienna blood sausages and a thermos full of spiked coffee. And they said there was no such thing. Yeah, don't piss off Susie. She'll shoot you dead. And if you're dead, she'll shoot you dead again. Here lies Dave G. He was looking to the sky to save him, but even the sky can't save a fella from like 40 angry bears. Bonk. Spooky damage is best damage. Agreed. Oh, I got skull chips. You check the bones for Dickens. Nope, you beat them all out. Here lies Dave D. 1848 to 1884. The truth was out there. He killed him. It smells just boring, broken bones, but you do find a skull with a weird tag on it. You got skull with an odd tag on it. Okay. Here lies Dave G. Murdered by a different feller named Dave G. The Dave Yard Mausoleum. Ooh, this is one of those things they have in mausoleums, you know, one of those big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. Let's open a whole bunch. Bonk. Damn you, spooky damage. Three up and three down is the thing they would say if this were a baseball analogy. If baseball analogies were a thing now. Got golden tooth and a skeleton bone. Is there more skeletons to harass, or is this just... I love milk. Milk is delicious. Gotcha. Spooky damage. Ow. I mean, them's just the breaks, baby. I murdered a potential companion. I don't know. Depends on the goblin. I have a lot of experience I can use here, so let's level some shit. Some kind of ritual circle drawn on the ground in red chalk. Huh. Yeah, after watching Full Metal Alchemist, I'm looking at that circle, I'm like, that can't be good. Don't mind the being outsped part, because I just... This pile of mostly burned rags that mostly used to be a person. You dig through the rags and find a few things that look like they're worth keeping. You got a gore-splattered scroll, human ashes. Oh, it looks like there's some kind of recipe here. A robe receipt. It's time you start gathering clues about the whole perambulating dead situation that's going around in these parts. You grab a notebook and paperclip. Receipt to the first page. It's the cremated earthly remains of a person. Someday they'll refer to these as cremains, but you will not approve. Let's leave them alone for now. You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with the stardust and place a mostly perfect, or better, glass sphere with where the heart should be. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The actual text has a lot more these and thous and such as that, like that, and such as like that. Plus, there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. So, I have the human ashes. I need the stardust and a mostly perfect glass sphere. Okay. Grinding experience is fun. You missed. I mean, 33 experience ad nauseum is kind of nice. That's okay. We'll move on. Alright, let's go head up to the Potemkin gang. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the site of the impact and find a meteor. Woo-hoo-hoo! You scour the area around the impact crater. You gain 690 meat. Hell yeah! No entry. The guy shouts, visiting hours are over. Okay, well, now that you're out of the way. Bars closed for piano repair. Okay. Non-horse fake sales. Real jail. Genuine TNT and sandwiches. The bandit looks distraught. What's the matter, buddy? I lost my belt buckle. Did you look near the bar? Oh, good idea. Look there. Did you look near the jail? Did you look near the holsters? Did you look near the sandwich shop? Oh, I think I figured out what's going on. What? Dig the house to plan your next move. While you're pondering, you know something weird. This outhouse is a back door. Doesn't seem safe at all. It's the back of the jail. It turns out just flat plywood like a theatrical set. The ropes are holding this thing up don't look very strong. You could knock it over pretty easy, but you should probably hold off until just the right moment. Alright. think I got it. Let's take a look. The back of the jail. Oh, damn it, I moved. Gang is knocked out. You can arrest them now if you want. You haul the sorry so-and-sos back to Dirtwater and lock them in the jail.
Say, that's the Potemkin gang. How'd you get him?
Push the jail over on them.
What?
Never mind. Got 1,000 meat and 48 XPs.
Woohoo!
A 5th wanted poster. The poster says, "Wanted, the Gherkin brothers, for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims, and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Last seen headed for the old abandoned pickle factory. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It wouldn't be kosher. Would you like to go investigate?" You mark the old pickle factory on your map. Hopefully chasing them down won't get you into a real, you know. Oh, yes, it can. Thank you, Topaz. Alright, so... to the abandoned pickle factory! There's an crate lying in the dust of the trail. It has a pickaxe centered on the side, but isn't clear if it is to indicate contents, destination, or opening instructions. Well, I'm going to open up with a crowbar. You pry the lid off the crate with your crowbar, so that's one of the possibilities eliminated. You got smelling salt, sulfur match, can of kerosene, blood building tonic, bottle of laudanum, nerve pills. Oh, so the sign says Hagen United, but the AG and N from Hagen is gone. And the I in United is gone, so it reads Haunted Pickle Factory. Nice. You feel a sudden electrical jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Vlass is going to be so mad she might literally bite your head off. Okay, well, not literally. Literally, probably. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green coveralls. Mrs. Vlass has predicted is furious.
Late again? You better not take this job taken for granted. You think you're gonna find a place with a nice dormitory at a reasonable price company store like ours somewhere else? With your skills? Ha! You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work or you're on your pickle hopper duty.
Pickle hopper duty runs you ragged, like always. Keeping the hoppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes means you're constantly at a near sprint, because you have to manage the cuke shunts to keep the levels equal. It's a real good thing I stopped to read that correctly, because that could have come out incorrectly. If you get uneven pickle levels, Mrs. Vlass knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum you'll get. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! At the end of the first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich in your mouth while Mrs. Vlass glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second.
Break's over! Second shift! You get over that salt tank now!
Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hoppers, but it's still a never-ending tension. The brine concentration has to be constantly monitored and kept at a very specific measurement, which means constant adjustments. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is nasty business. Cough.
Cough! off on your own time. Get that salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 parts per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976, idiot!
Please let me out of here. You get another 180-second break before third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard a rumor that they're considering it.
Break's over! Get to the boiler!
Oh no, please let me out. Boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace that runs a giant tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You try to work your eyes closed, but Mrs. Blast screams if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature gets too low, or too high, or just for no particular reason. At least you're used to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. Let me out. Please let me out.
190 degrees, idiot! Not 189, not 191! What do you think we pay you for?
You don't really miss your sense of smell, or not coughing all the time. You don't really want anything anymore, except to die. With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination or possession or whatever the hell that was. Geez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapor in your eyes. This trash smells like sweet pickles, garlic dill pickles, bread and butter pickles, cornichons? This trash smells like half sour pickle. You don't even know what those are. And those are dill pickles. This trash smells like gherkins. It says factory activation lever. Alright. Pull the lever, nothing happens. Something in machinery rooms must not be set up correctly. Oh boy. You approach the ghost. Can't sleep until it's right. You alright there, partner? Can't sleep, can't sleep, can't sleep, can't sleep. Oh, let's put him out of his misery. I mean, if you had told me I've been fighting ghost pickles, I wouldn't. Well, I would believe it because of just the sheer craziness of this game. I mean, murder hobo for the win. Pokemon joke, nice. Well, so I thought I was supposed to take care of a gang here, was I not? Or am I thinking of something else? Because I thought since this is the 5th one and the 5th cell was a ghost cell, I thought I was supposed to be taking care of a ghost gang. Or am I just mistaken? I mean, as long as it's not a 977 part solution of salt. Am I? Did I just get lucky, or
can they literally not deal damage to me because my armor's high? Because I kind of would like to know, like, why that fight was so trivial. Got a pile of bones and cucumbers and a ghost cowboy hat. Ooh. Nice. 4 mysticality. What does my current hat give? 1 muscle. I'll take 4 mysticality. Cuke shunts are to be operated by qualified personnel only. Indicators pointing to 13, pointing to 5, 15. Fuck. I don't remember the part about the cuke shunts. Oh. Do I just skip this now because I murdered him? Salt, 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 gotta salt the salt. Salt, 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 gotta salt the salt. The ghost smiles as he fades away. A few bones hit the ground below it. You got an item, salt crested skull. So I can either murder the ghost, or I can do the temperature. I see. So I was supposed to remember the numbers. It's supposed to be 180 degrees. But I'd rather just murder Hobo, honestly. Oh, well. Nope. Looks like we're gonna regret this decision. Oh geez, 87 hit points? Ooh. Alright. We're heading back to the band Pickle Factory. God damn it.
It was 180. Or was it 190? Fuck. It's finally done. Thank you. Got vinegar soaked bones. I want to make this work. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. That's 13, 9, and 11. Alright, let me see. So, I think if I pull one, then it goes up by 2, the other two go down by 1. So there's no way to make them all the same. I don't think, mathematically. Because any given operation in the relationship between two is they'll either do the same thing, they'll both go down by 1, or there'll be a change of 3. In which case, none of these are a multiple of 3 apart from each other. Because even if I go all the way like this, it's 23 and 4, which is 19, and then this is 6, that's 17. That's 22, 10, and 1. Oh, that's now a factor of 7 apart from each other, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's now 15, and that's 15. So then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how I just did that, but we're gonna call it a win. Cool, I got ghost pickles.
Not even sure if I did that right. But you know what? Fuck it. Alright.
There's an old grave off to the side of the trail, or if not, then someone went and stuck a wooden cross in the ground for no reason. You dig up the grave and find, well, pretty much what you expect: a handful of old coins, skeleton bone, grave dirt, and an old wedding ring. Gosh, a real-life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha.
I'm Shit Creek McGee. What's with the cots?
Well, with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by renting this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you'd like your healing to go.
Do you need any air things or something?
Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of a purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound.
No problem. I'll be right back with it. Alright. Broken leg pills. Hop on the horsey. Let's head to Humming Cave while we're here. You rein in your horse upon hearing a rattle of bones and clanking of chains nearby. With a hiss, a skeletal figure scuttles toward you. It's a little confusing to look at. Instead of a skull, it has another smaller skeleton growing out of the top of its spine. It also has a manacle locked around one of its ankles, trailing a length of broken chains. Looks like it escaped from there? Fight it? Spooky damage. The spooky damage is getting to me. Bonk. Got an item, a weirdly deformed bone. This must be what the nun was talking about. Huh. These rocks are weirdly organized. Snake isn't gonna let you pass without a struggle. Snake use electric? Ooh, I got snake spleen and electric snake skin. Hooray. You might have to push this over. Oh, I guess that's how I was supposed to deal with that. Wow, what is this thing? Okie dokie. This monolith is dark. This looks dangerous. Looks like a huge cave in at some point. You got that strange stone arrow. strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling around on its own accord. It practically drags you in the direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. You discovered a new map location, the Professor's house. We'll come back to that later. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave in the purple grass? Wonderful. Thank you very much. Blessings upon you. I like how everything I've discovered so far is on the right side of the mountains. You spot a store on the horizon. Perhaps you could exchange meat for goods and services there. You discovered a new map location, Button Willow McKittrick's store. Ooh, more stuff to explore. Alright. Oh, hello. Were you able to get some broken leg pills without them? I'm just sort of stuck here lying on the street. Yep, here you go. Whew. Thanks. I feel like a new man again. Or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips happily away. Well, that was nice. Well, howdy there. Got another boundary for me? What in the world? It's the Gherkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. I believe you. Here's the reward. So who's left? Oh, okay, the millenary. No, I have not visited Hot Doug yet. Howdy, Doug. Well, isn't it my savior, good old Shit Creek? Howdy yourself. Sign outside? Yeah, I had to change the name. I tried to file a trademark, and turns out there's already something called a Hot Doug. What is it? Trust me, you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. Anyway, a single letter removed, and I'm in business. He gestures at the menu on the wall behind him. Not a lot available past this point. I get it. I didn't need... Oh. Cactus Bill! Didn't expect to see you around these parts.
Well, I gotta admit, I'm got a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle. So much bustle.
There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice spot.
I thank you kindly.
So, what's new?
Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bill.
Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out there. Or, failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus.
No luck?
Not... Oops, excuse me. Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but as cacti, live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet someone someday.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Heck, I'd appreciate that.
Alright. So... let's do the old millenary. On the side of the trail, you spot a little cluster of gin blossoms. It's strange to see them growing so far away from Allison Road, which is their native habitat. Ugh. The A in hats has fallen off, so now it's just a hits store. You walk into the millenary and find 5 bandits lounging around on a big piles of half-made hats.
It's the law! Skedaddle!
The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. These crates are filled to the top with brims. These hats look like they're more comfortable to sit on than to wear. Not. This was apparently the demo model from a player piano showroom. It's only got 3 songs in it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain. And they're all set up to be played to just the first few seconds on a loop. The people who worked on here must have hated it. What song do you want to dial to? Hey! Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? That's too slow. Alright, let's start behind door number 1. Okay, that's a nice little touch. The muffled music sound. Jacques. So it's just figuring out which one's the odd man out. Yep, I see the one in the back left moving. Alright, room 3. God damn it, just move to the right. Okay, so, oh, I think I see it now. That was a hard one, because I couldn't quite tell, like, the dip. It's kind of looking like everything else. Good job. Let's turn him in. You march back to the Black Hat. You march the Black Hat bandits back to Dirtwater on the end of a rope and lock them in the town jail. Where'd you find him? That old millinery? Yep. Of course. You know bandits would be a lot hard to find if they didn't keep picking such thematic hideouts for some reason. Anyway, here's your reward. Hey, good to see you. You know, you've really cleaned up the area. I'm plumb out of bounties for you. Does that mean I get to be sheriff? No, but I guess you could be a marshal if you wanted. Oh, what a coincidence. That's my middle name. Wait, what? I thought it was Speedy. Or no, Sneaky. One of the 7 dwarves. Well, thanks again for all your help, Marshal. The woman behind the counter stares at you with a huge grin on her face. She gestures at the goods she's got for sale. A length of rope, advanced cow punching. Yep, I'll take that. Thank you. Learn how to locks and how to pick them. Yes, please. I will take those needles. I don't think I have a hammer though. Hammer looks like a tool. I'll need nails at some point, but that's something I can worry about later. Let's see here. Alright, let's, after reading it, donate to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Okay. There's a complex pronunciation guide written by the linguist who was raised by cows. It gives menacing moo, a skill that reduces the muscle of all your opponents. There's a chapter about adapting the stampede behaviors of demonic cattle for human use. It gives bull stomp, a combat skill that does a small amount of damage to all of your enemies. And there's an essay about how to do particular kinds of sit-ups that makes your ab... Oh, I've already looked at Brawny. Ooh, what do I take? I don't know if necessarily I want a debuff skill, because it depends on what kind of damage the... what they do. Let's learn Bull Stomp. You read up on stomping and get much better at it. Unfortunately, I accidentally stomped the book into dust while practicing. Alright. Now we're stopping at. Alright, let's go to the professor's house. You heard a dry cough behind you and turn to see a skeleton dressed in a moldering old tuxedo and silk top hat shuffling toward you, gesturing angrily with his walking sticks. The funeral lily pinned to his lapel is gilded, as are all of his teeth. Guess he was trying to take it with him. So you think you're a real big deal 'cause you're rich, huh? Think all that money makes you powerful, huh? Well, I'm alive, and you're dead. So who's got the power now, skeleton? You flip the brim off the skeleton's top hat, knocking it off his head. He looks extremely affronted. What are you gonna do about that? Is your money gonna pick up your hat for you, skeleton? The skeleton shakes his cane angrily and looks around for some bodyguards that are not actually here. He stumbles away. He stalks away, grumbling. I got a battered old top hat. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. That gives me a moxie. Sure. We'll go with that. Coffee cactus. Oh, there's not much else there. Microscopic mice live in your eyelashes seem to get along just fine. The professor's toilet isn't in very good repair. You get 1 experience for flushing the toilet. These books are so boring, it's a wonder the shelf isn't full of holes. This device doesn't seem to be operational unless its function is to do nothing. This dresser contains 10 instances of the exact same shirt and 20 identical socks. Doesn't look like this guy sleeps much. These books are all about concepts too advanced for you to even recognize. Excuse me, my name's Shit Creek McGee.
What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the professor. Is there something I can do for you?
Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here.
Well, I'll be. It certainly led you to the right place, young man. This L vibrato technology, and I happen to be as much as an expert as anyone alive today.
The what now?
El vibrato. They were an ancient race that used to live here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though. Just the machines they left behind.
Were they space aliens?
Could be aliens, or genius pre-humans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of an investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Aha! As I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El vibrato technology and homes in. You see? That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair.
He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it.
There you go! Good as new! Just swipe up and down to turn it on or off.
You got the El vibrato transponder. Is that a joke that I'm missing? The El vibrato? Is it a vibrator? Swipe.
Now I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to an abandoned El vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention.
From what?
From the El vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean, just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you were right at a perfect time in order to get anywhere further with my research. I need more samples of El vibrato tech, but searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it.
Aha, I getcha.
Right, you're the adventuresome type, so bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, they'll benefit both of us.
Alright, deal.
Great! First priority will be to get my keystone fabricator running. They lock the doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So if we can make our own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively.
Okay, so what do we need?
Well, these components are not rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much.
Got it. Thank you for quantifying exactly what I need to do. Because there's no way you'd know exactly that you need 5 handfuls of crap. Stuff. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta go put my milk away, because it's getting a little warm. Alright, give me 5 seconds. Well, alright, give me 30 seconds.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Nature called when I got up, so I decided to go answer that real quick. Alright. Oops. Let's go. Where do we want to go, though? So, it looks like I've got... Well, let's go to the railroad camp. Your transponder gizmo bleeps, and you follow the bleeps to one of those weird El vibrato machines trampling around in the desert. Fortunately, it either hasn't noticed you or doesn't care. Oh hey, you missed! You know that thing's block off. Presumably it was an important block because it stopped moving after that. Cool. Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. This guy should never be put in charge of a switch. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Hey, it's a nice watch. Where'd you get it?
I brought it from this gal who runs a store down south of here. Name of Button Willow. Button Willow Mc something.
Oh yeah, I know that store.
Yep. Real nice store. Real nice watch.
He gets back to fiddling with his watch. She's not getting much track laid, but she's an expert whistler. You approach the beleaguered-looking man with the tiny glasses. Howdy there, who's in charge of this outfit?
If I'm being charitable, I'd say that the fellow over there in the white hat
Is the foreman. He points at the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not, he smiles.
Then I'd say that the paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat
is the fellow you're looking for. Alright, thanks. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy. Huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on a management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Oh, fuck. I guess I'm the boss now. The man looks you up and down.
Well, now I suppose you can't be any worse than that last clown.
He extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. Well, what's the situation?
Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing this giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass, so we can't reroute around it even if we had the months it'd take.
Any ideas?
Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'd take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneak little varmints.
Alright, I'll get it back.
Glad to hear it. The goblins are holed up over in Gustavusson Gulch. It's a real tough place. You may want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head over that way. Especially if you plan to go in guns a-blazing. We don't need that specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on will be fine, so long as there's enough of it. Any luck finding a year's supply?
Okay, well. I figure there's something that'd be there. A few hundred yards up the trail, you see a solitary skeleton trudging towards the northwest. It doesn't seem to have noticed you, or anything else really. Well, hey, you won. Hey, skeleton, sucks to be you. You spot a small college up. You spot a small cottage on the horizon with what looks like a work table in front of it. You discovered the silversmith's house. Let's go there. Sign says silver bullet making an apparatus. Help yourself. The workbench has a little burner and crucible for melting silver things and some bullet molds. Seems pretty straightforward. There's also a vise, so you can smash silver bullets into needles if you wanted to. I still need safe cracking. There's a note in the safe reading, I forgot the darned combination. This confounded thing, if you can open it, you're welcome to what's in it. Looks like it's a tricky one. Shelf looks pretty picked over. You still find a couple of things that look edible. Instant grits and plum pudding. The bookshelf contains like 90 copies of Johnny Tremaine. There's something weird about it though. It's too neatly organized, like maybe this guy was hiding something. Tucked behind one of the books, you find a small envelope filled with receipts. About half of them are from a shop called the Silver Platter. He was crooked. The silversmith was selling cheap fakes. Oh well, he's gone now, and so are most of his customers. No sense in stirring up trouble at this point. You write down the location of the shop. Might come in handy. You discover a new map location, the Silver Platter. A twin bed. The silversmith must have been a bachelor or a half-wit guy with a half-wit spouse. A spittoon. At least it looks like a spittoon, but it's next to the bed. It might actually be a bedpan. Wait, really? If it's just a spittoon, that's bad enough, but it might be a bedpan, and that would be way worse. I feel like maybe you aren't getting what I'm saying. We're talking about an object that somebody probably uses when they wake up in the middle of the night and can't be bothered to walk to the outhouse. And the best you can hope for is maybe they only use it to spit nighttime tobacco juice into, in which case it's only full of rancid, congealing tobacco spit. Are you even listening to me, or are you just sort of skimming past the text? Bed pan. Bed pan. Shut up! I'm investigating. Okay, fine. Have it your way, your own filthy, disgusting way. It turns out to probably not be a bedpan, but it's definitely a spittoon, and it's definitely filled with rotting brown spit. What is wrong with you? Oh, good God. Okay, you plunge your hand in it up to the wrist and makes a gloop noise and breaks the thin skin of congealing toxins that was previously keeping the dire smell in relative check. Now you're choking in a miasma of oily, bitter chaw stink. You know that feeling you get when you're about to puke? How you can get that taste way back in the rear corners of your mouth? That metallic tang by the root of your tongue, like you're sucking on a corroded old penny? You found a filthy, slime-covered old brooch. Are you happy? I bet you were going to put it in without even washing it first. Or put it on without washing it first. Alright. I can't think of anything I need these silver items for, so I'm just going to make bullets out of them. Alright? Then I'm going to not make needles just yet. Alright, let's go to the Silver Platter. You find a pair of saddlebags slung over a tree branch. Stenciled letters on the side read, Property of Fort All Dead Library. The bag is full of books, mostly boring military field manuals. You do find one specific one interests you, though. Advanced Cowpunching, Volume 187. Hell yeah! Let's read our book here. So I can get Brawny, I can get Gore, or there's a big poster you can fold out and practice punching. It gives the old 1, 2, 3, a skill that lets you perform 3 punch attacks in quick succession. Ooh, I'm gonna learn the old 1, 2, 3. And you unfold the poster and punch it until you're extra good at punching. Unfortunately, you're not very good at stopping punching, and you punch the book to bits. Ah, here we go. Oh, wow. I have 519 experience to spend. Yep, we're gonna do some leveling up. So I kind of want to level up block picking, but alright, so Bull Stomp's just a straight damage to every foe, which is kind of nice. I'm hoping that just kind of like bypasses armor, and so you can just I don't know what to even level up at this point. Alright.
Howdy! What can I do for you?
Well, do you have a menu?
A menu? What are you talking about?
Isn't this a walk-up style restaurant?
What? No, I'm a silver plater. I plate things with silver, you know.
Oh, I thought your sign was... Never mind. The man grins, revealing a full set of silver-plated teeth.
So, you need something?
Well, what are my options? He looks you up and down.
I can plate your hat you're wearing. People with silver hats get more done, they say.
This will enchant your hat to add 1 to your maximum action points. Well, what else can you plate?
I can plate your melee weapon you're using there. It'll do more damage that way.
This will increase the damage of your equipped melee weapon by 3 or even more against creatures that are vulnerable to Stilliard. So, sure.
I could plate your pistol.
Maybe something else?
A turnip? That sounds like an interesting challenge.
I could plate my tongue? Alright, maybe later. Let's go to Butterfield Ranch. You find a flyer for a dynamite store up north. It's charred around the edges like it got blown up here by explosion. You've marked the address down on your map. Dynamite Dan's Discount Dynamite Dare House. gonna have to deal with this cow if you want to explore the area. Alright. Oh, wow. Murder! You banished that demonic cow from this realm. Get thee hence, little doggy! You got a tainted beefsteak, extra thick leather. Susie carves another notch in her stock of her rifle. Cow hate flashes her eyes. Her resolve intensifies. Susie has become stronger. There's a rope tied to the fence post here. You got a length of rope. You got a needle. Okay. I can do that bit. I will. I got about another hour of streaming here. I'm hoping to be done with all the stuff on the right side of the mountain range. And I hope to end with the train being fixed. Something buried in the smoldering embers. Ow, 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 ow! You got a red hot poker. Ooh, I wonder if I can use that as a weapon. Deals hot damage instead of physical damage. Ooh, neat. What weapon am I currently using? How do I work out fill? Oh, here we go. Ooh, I should see if we can plate this red hot poker. That'd be cool. With a shout, well, more of a loud hiss, a skeleton leaps at you from the underbrush. She's wearing a cavalry hat and has a cavalry saber, but isn't riding a cavalry horse, which I'm pretty sure is the main thing that differentiates cavalry from infantry, if not the only thing. Ha 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 ha. I got an old cavalry hat. Let's see here. Something at the side of the road catches your attention. It's a slumped over old skeleton wearing a wizard hat. Think you'll agree that that's reasonably attention-getting. The skeleton lifts her skull and peers at you. She holds up a rusty old can of beans and scrapes her thumb bone across her first two finger bones in the universal gesture for financial transaction. So I can buy the beans for 100 meat, I can take it by force and fight her, or I can take the beans by threat of force. How about I just take that old can of beans? Huh? What are you going to do about it? The skeleton looks at you dourly and chucks the can of beans into a nearby gorge. Then she crosses her arms as if to say, what are you going to do about that? You have nothing to churn. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Wait a second. You recognize the name? Curly Butterfield, the legend of Curly's meat. Looks like this outhouse is worth investigating. Luckily, you don't have to go inside the outhouse because once you open the door, you find a map scratched into the side of it. That map reveals the location of a mine just west of the ranch, labeled Coal Ridge. You've discovered a new map location, Coal Ridge Mine. There's an inset map of the mine itself with a big X scrawled between these three strange triangular icons. Oh, I need lockpicking too. To your horror, you see that every single cow in the Butterfield dairy hood is now an ungolith, an infernal cow spirit bound in stone. They're not dangerous unless you get near them. So I'm going to do 102 to 111 damage to this target that has 43 HP. I think it died. You thin the herd a little, not enough, it can never be enough. You got a Menudo geode. Bonk. Susie has become stronger. Wow, that's perfect. 36 damage, has 36 hit points. Hell yeah. You got an item, brass bull ring. Damn. There's still an effectively infinite number of ungulats here. Okay. Ooh, I got a Menudo Geode, Cow's Eye, and an Infernal Soul Fragment. Alright, we're gonna go until I can get one more level, quote unquote, for Susie here. Alright, Susie's resolve has become stronger. You know what, I'm gonna be a dick and just do... Ooh, 64 experience, delicious. Alright. Bonk. Yeah, so one thing I've noticed is that the enemies just continuously keep scaling. Like, so every battle you win, like, they just get progressively more difficult. Wait, did that just say I got a notch? No, she didn't, because her damage is still the same. know, there's something satisfying about this combat system. Alright, Susie's intent has resolve has intensified. And I've got another 500 experience to spend, so let's spend some experience. Let's get that lock picking up. And then oh yeah. Cool. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm good here in Butterfield Ranch. Let's head to Coleridge Mine. You spot the unmistakable silhouette of an old mansion on the horizon. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing the personal effects of the fellers who used to work this mine. The first one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. The second one, the label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo. The third one is labeled Loose Ben and it has a combination lock on it. You open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his coworkers played a prank on him where he stuffed him in the locker and then filled him with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me in that locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful murderous threat. Well, at least he's not suffering anymore, and his bones are really clean. So the locker contained one of those mining helmets with a lamp on it and a bottle of laudanum. Ooh, got 6 more meat. Whoa, this just opens to a 30-foot shaft. Hey, I got the rope. It's exposed meat vein. This is the spot Curly's toilet notes mentioned. We got Curly's compass. Exposed meat vein, throbbing and pulsing, warm. This cart looks like it's only partially real. Black fluid oozes from the vein. A scabrous mass sits below it on the floor. Oh, it's just another fine meat nuggets. A slit runs the length of the meat vein. Goes in further than you expected. It's warm. You're in up to your shoulder when you feel a beating heart. This car is frighteningly normal. It looks like this guy should have picked better friends. Pick. Cool, I got a pickaxe. You want to stop looking at this spiral right now. You hate this spiral. So why are these spirals? Is it exposed meat? Vein. Mine it. Hell yeah. Get the meat, son! Alright. Let's go to the old mission. You encounter a bandit who doesn't look very bandit-like due to the lab coat and slide rule holster. Fortunately, she's also wearing the standard black bandit hat. Otherwise, you might have not been able to tell.
Alright, Buster, this is Stick Up. Hand over the meat.
Don't seem to have a gun. How about I just punch you out and leave instead?
Ha! I'd like to see you try, because I've invented an anti-punching ring, and that would really help me test it.
So I have 5 options. I can fight her, punch her really hard, run away, hand over the meat, or threaten her with amazing punches. I'm gonna punch her really hard. Well, okay, I mean, punching things is kind of my whole shtick, actually.
Really? Great, go ahead, give me a good one.
You wind up and launch your best haymaker. You do, in fact, feel some resistance as your fist nears her head, but you power through it and knock her sprawling.
Ow, dang, jeez. Okay, it looks like it's back to the drawing board.
Here, you can keep this stupid defective thing. She dusts herself off, tosses you the ring, and slouches away, rubbing her jaw. Oh hey, she looks like she dropped her wallet when she fell down too. So you got a ring of moderate unpunchability, 41 meat, and 16 experience. Let's I don't use spells. Why do I have that equipped? Alright. Ooh, 2 armor, 4 muscle. I need to get that silver plated. Let's see. Ooh, 2 armor. I'll take that. Food. Booze. Potions. Combat items. Quest items. Miscellany. Alright. You're not a priest, so you shouldn't mess with any of this stuff. Sorry, the catacombs are off limits. Aw, but I've always wanted to see a catacomb. Not without Sister Mary's permission, which she's the only other nun here. Aha. It's an empty relic case with a spot for a skull. It's and a pelvis and a finger bone. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Okay, slow down. What happened? Our holy relics. The things just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. Welcome back, Topaz. My name's Shit Creek. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait, do they call you Memento She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? The saints, oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal, ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back the relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the Cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh, how much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not all that urgent, but still. Alright, I'll get him back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous, too. I mean, probably, but if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh dear, the Cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this, but go ahead and do what you want, I suppose. Pew pew. Oh, that's cute. The coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. It's empty. It's a precariously balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all riled up and twitching. Alright. They all have just the wrong amount of hit points. Not spooky damage. All of the spooky! Dang, I just got spookied. Ha! Even 5 heads aren't better than this one. But this skull has a gold tooth. Alright, I'll take it. This skull is twitching in an unnerving fashion. Though I guess there's no way it could be twitching. That wouldn't be unnerving. Wait, am I twitching? You really cracked some skulls there. Well, one skull. I got another gold tooth. The skull was resting on top of a commemorative spoon. Your treasure hunting senses are finally honed, though not very discriminating. The skull's whispering at you. That doesn't seem right. It just sounds like gibberish, though really creepy gibberish. It's an empty alcove. There's a little serial number written below it. Oh hey, this is where that skull you found goes. Hey. Poker, I barely knew her. The pile of skulls has been cemented together for some reason. At the center of the pile you unearth a skull? A shiny black stone. It's making more noise than stones usually do. You got a creepy whispering stone. These bones are jiggling and rattling in an agitated way. Alright then. Bonk. Pow! You won, that's what you get, you dumb old skeleton. This pile of skulls is strictly decorative. Alright. So
I came out of there at the plaque. Here lies Saint Beefus. After he died, his body kept trying to rise to heaven, but it was so heavy it just kind of flopped around a bunch. They had to enter him in a big stone sarcophagus to put a stop to it. Alright, I'll go back and check that skull out again, Laka. It doesn't seem to say anything. Geez, they really know how to build heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. You grunt and strain and force the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Ooh, he's a big boy. But he's gonna go down like a bitch. The bigger they are, the harder they excommunicate. You got an item, St. Beefus's finger and St. Beefus's thigh. That's one saint who won't be performing any miracles. I don't remember how to get to my inventory. There we go. The stone is only whispering, but it's still eerily louder than most of the stones you encounter. This rock is really whispering up a storm. It's in some weird dialect you can barely understand, though. Wait, no, it's just a thick accent is all. You listen carefully to the stone. Over the course of a few minutes, its whispers resolve into comprehensible English. The stuff the stone is whispering turns out to be pretty boring. It's mostly just trivia about the geology of Tennessee. Meaningless to you, unless you're planning a spelunking trip soon. Oh well, at least you can understand the accent now. You got a perk. Appalachian Skull Whispering. This is a set of marching orders directing a rifle division to Fort Alded, far to the north of Dirtwater. You have opened your necromancer journal and examined the information you've collected so far. You found a receipt for delivery of robes. Looking at more closely, you see there's a surcharge for delivery past Boulder Pass. That means the necromancer's lair is definitely west of the mountains. The saint appears to be resting in pieces. Okay, you're pretty sure you've got the bones assembled correctly. Nope, at the very last minute, the bones fly apart again. Seems like all you accomplished was make them angry. Oh, that is some nonsense. Alright. Oh, that's not gonna get old fast.
Ba-bang, ba-pow. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Well done. Now Saint Cortada's in pieces so small they can't do any harm. You got the Saint Cortada's skull and Santa Cortada's skull and Santa Cortada's ring. Here lies Santa Cortada. She was drawn and quartered by heretics, and then the quarter that had her head on it was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get her body to stay together even after she was just bones. Let's read the plaque here. Here lies Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for imprisoning a pope, but there was some kind of bureaucratic issues, so they weren't able to unbeatify him. I'm a pope. Seriously. Saint Pope stands beatifically behind the dais. He just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush, and a sailor's mother is ashamed of a sailor. Saint Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Oh, he summoned a cardinal. That ass. Ugh. You put an end to St. Pope's heresy once and for all. You got Pope's pelvis and a fake Pope hat. Two armor, two moxie. Two muscle, 10 max hit points. Just some trash. Clove cheroot butts, stubs of black eyeliner pencils, that kind of thing. The Necromancer's cultists are real litterbugs. It's strange though. How did they even get in here? What's that? A note? Yes, it's a note. You got an item. Cryptic note about ley lines. Let's read it. You examine the weird note, but you can't make heads or tails of it. You stick it in your Necromancer journal for now. Skull whispers some dark mountain secrets which you can't print here because your computer would catch fire. You get 22 experience. Alright. You recovered all the relics. Oh, praise be, thank you. I'm glad to have helped, sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but you might find these pants handy. One of our old priests left them behind. You got kneeling pants. Is that any good? Oh, I guess I didn't have pants. Did I really not have pants before? Nope. Such as straight up 3 more muscle. Schwiggity. And I still look like a stick figure, but I think after 23 muscle, I'd at least have some definition. Spot a hellcat grazing off the side of the trail just as it spots you. Its eyes glow and two shadow cows split off from it, forming a small, frightening herd. Oh, I switched weapons just the wrong time. Ready for me. Bonk. Bonk. Ooh, I got cow's blood and extra thick leather. Wait, hold on. What hat am I wearing? Old cavalry hat. Oh yeah, let's plate my hat. And let's plate my weapon. I already you missed that. I already know what else I can plate. I just don't have enough meat. You have a run-in with the worst smelling snake you've ever seen. It is basically a cartoon stink line come to life. No, I did not do my tongue. He doesn't seem to notice you. Alright. It's a giant map of the region. The table has a little model of the region on it. You probably get this army to attack a place by putting your little toy skeletons there on the diorama. You should put the toy skeletons on the little gulch. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for the gulch goblins. Toilet was missing a handle. There's no force in the universe that can get this tarp off of this crate. How about their knapsack behind? There's also an evil... So you dig through the knapsack, you find a mostly burned scroll. There's also an evil-looking leather-bound tome, which is titled Introductory Next Mex. The last thing is a little diary, which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back for it. You can read it, though. It seems to have been written by one of the Necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests that the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the Necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of a sentence. Oh good, a disgusting old hat. I got an old patrol cap. This
mass graves absolutely teeming with those skeletal riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you were itching for a fight. Instant grits. Alright, so that's just an endless thing of skeletons for me to fight. Lazy a Dude Ranch. Oh, lazy ass. An old burned crate. Guess it came with the property. You got a length of rope and a bar of soap.
Hey, like howdy. I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy?
What kind of herbal remedies?
The kind that are gifted to us by Gaia, without any interference by human hands.
So, weeds.
That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically.
Alright. Howdy. Hey, howdy, man. What's happening? Oh, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, not much, man. We moved on this little patch of land to grow crops, but then when we decided it's just more natural to let just the Gaia grow wherever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier, too. Right on, man. Neat. Where'd you get that hat? Oh, this? A friend of mine made it. I forget which one. What'll you take for it? Well, I've been thinking of trying a new style, maybe like one of those hats an army guy used to wear back in the day. As kind of an ironic statement, man. There's an old fort yonder that way. I'll swap you can find one of those, man. You mean like this? Nice, man. Bard is like commerce, man, except natural. Can you dig it? Yeah, groovy. Howdy, I'm Shit Creek.
I'm Louise. Louise Lathrop.
Why the long face, Louise?
Ah, geez, basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing, so they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I'm so sick of eating dandelions, I could scream.
How'd you get in this predicament?
I headed west after graduating baking school and fell in with these two because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize they were all really interested in was getting silly on loco weed and not doing any work. Well, why don't you leave? I haven't got any meat, or any other prospects, or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess.
So you're looking for work?
Gosh, yes, desperately. The only thing I know is baking, though. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it came with room and board. I just want to get out of here.
But what about the town? Why not set up a bakery? Well, I have meat. Can I not funds her? No, I don't think I can go in the tents. I'll try once more, just... Alright, Dynamite Dan's. Off the trail's shoulder, you can see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock. They
They seem to translate to my second's the second of a conscious soul. Intriguing. A year's supply of dynamite, 4,500 meat. Yep, nope, not buying that. Hey, you just are not interested in talking. Alright, let's head back to Dirtwater. Oh. Actually, let's go to Shaggy Dog Cave. Your keen eyes detect okay, I'm gonna have to... Now let's get close to quitting time here, because my tongue is just like, you can't say words! Words are not for you! There's a plaque bolted to the cave walls here. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plackwright. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time. A map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cow came home. I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt for. I almost fell for it. I almost fell for... Yeah, that I almost said it. But I'm like, nope, nope. Dan fell for up dog, I am not falling for butt for. Alright. After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of a Shaggy Dog Cave. Leading the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. The barman provided our drinks as requested, and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness, quote, something real interesting, end quote. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if we knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt for and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after a drawing of lots, to share. How did I get ancient from the word entire? Oh my goodness. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butt-for, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable than we made this. We took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Well, hopefully he's retelling it for reasons of girth. Am I right? However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of dirt water, when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metal object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman, who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave. Though we did not disclose the reason for our journey, the goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he only had a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed, and continued on our way. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut, occupied by 2 identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we briefly accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar, given that there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave. The other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butt-for, and we continued on our way, excited to finally be nearing our goal. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave. Carefully keeping our excitement in check, lest we become incautious, we unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket and that had been stolen in dirt water. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered that antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite uneven and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages, which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave, and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we had hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliant upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legend of Black Hole Jr., joyous at our triumph. We loaded the chest into our wagon and began our journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. It's a hole, a completely empty one. Yes, Akka. No, I have not. What's a shaggy dog story? Was there a giant joke there and I just missed it completely? In the original sense, a shaggy dog story or yarn is an extremely long-winded anecdote characterized by extensive narration of typically irrelevant incidents and terminated by an anticlimax. So in other words, a waste of time. I suppose not a waste of time, but... Howdy there, I'm Wandering Sally. Howdy, Sally, I'm Shit Creek. What's your line? Trading. I wander all around these lands just like it says on my label, and I buy a little here and sell a little there to make my way. Care to see my wares? Sure. Let's see what we got here. Off the trail's shoulder, you see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock. They seem to translate to, "My first is the first of a burning coal." Poker! Am I gonna win? Fuck you, RNGesus. Something that went very well.
Howdy, Shit Creek. Anything I can get for you?
I heard you had something interesting back there.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Maybe my info's too old. I found a note from some travelers that passed through here about 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that was the previous bartender. He had a little trick he used to show off to people. It's what got him fired eventually. That setter's wife wasn't amused.
He rummaged around under the bar for a minute, then blows the dust off a tiny piano about 9 inches tall.
Here, you can keep the piano, so long as you don't ask me to play about the trick.
Oh. Forgot I had that recipe for the chef.
Got that recipe yet? One my jerk friend Dave J took to his grave? Yep, I got it. Hey, thanks a million, buddy. Now my slop will be world famous. Here, let me give you something for all that trouble. It fell in the slop, but it's still good.
Alright, so I just have the one side quest left. I should go back and do some more looting, because I know there was some stuff that needed lockpicking, and now that I have rank 2 lockpicking, I should go do that. But I think this is a good spot for me to stop right now, because it'll be a good spot for me to pick up next time. So, I'm probably gonna pop in tomorrow. I'm just gonna start streaming at some point. I'm thinking about playing just something just random, nothing crazy. Like I might do like something like Slay the Spire or Dicey Dungeons or Bomberman, something. I'm just gonna probably pop in, play something for a couple hours, and then just kind of hang out. So if anyone is interested in that, I'll probably be doing that tomorrow, unless my family wants me to come visit, then I might go do that. But we'll see how the day plays out. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow, just keep an eye on my notifications. I'll try to notify you guys about an hour ahead of time if I do end up going live. But otherwise, same thing next week. We got Final Fantasy VII on Monday and Tuesday. We're going to play Toomba on Thursday, and then we're going to do more West of Loathing on Friday. So, should be another fun week. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon. All right, take care. Bye.